Look, there are a number of reasons why we wanted to work with Ushur to come up with what the invisible portal would look like and what it would do for our customers. So, our main aim when we started this process was to try and improve our customers' experience. Over the last decade or so, we've been dealing with our customers mainly over email. So if a customer wanted to send us in a submission, they would send it over email. We would take that and we would process it. A couple of things that were wrong with that, like inherently email is becoming less and less secure. So we want to deal less and less over that platform. When we work with email, it's like our customers are sending their data into a black hole. So they send us their data, but it can be unclear to a customer if you're sitting at the other end, whether one, we've got the data, and two, whether we're happy with the data that was actually received. So when we started this process, it was about how could we dramatically improve the customer experience. And then there's a secondary item that we get on the back end. If we could get clean data in from our customers, if we had a way of actually getting that to us quite early in the process, clean data is almost the secret sauce, for any process that we have at our back end. So if we get the data in a good state, it means that we can push it through our back-end systems and it becomes very efficient for ourselves. So, that's kind of the background as to why we wanted to start looking at the invisible portal. One of the main drivers for bringing up the invisible portal was to make the process as sticky as possible for our customers. We wanted to give them a service that was so good that when it came to time to renew, that they didn't want to really look beyond Irish Life. That was a key driver for us. We did that in a number of ways, right? We wanted a customer to be able to interact with us kind of in a way that they wanted. We didn't want to be very prescriptive in what it is that they had to do for us. We'd seen kind of traditional portals that have been built in this way, and they don't really work too well. They become very rigid. It's difficult for a customer to figure out how to use them, so it involves quite a lot of training. And as their staff kind of rotate in and out of their company, the skills that are required to actually use the portal are kind of lost to each company. So we're having to retrain. So even when you introduce a static type portal, it's very difficult to get your customer to use it for a sustained period of time. They kind of drift back into that email approach because it's easiest for them at the time. So, if you can't figure out how to use a portal, we'll just attach the spreadsheet to an email and send it into us, and we try and figure out from there. That becomes very inefficient both for us and for them, because it can take us a number of days and weeks sometimes to look at a file that's been submitted into us. And once it is submitted, then we have to correct it if there are problems with the file. It involves an over and back with the customer. So if we could get it that it was very easy for a customer to interact with us, we try to get to what we call a one and done process. So the customer sits down, tries to transfer their data to us, and before they leave the chair, they've got confirmation that we've got their data and that we're happy with their data. It's been validated and we're going to process it through. So the other items that we were looking for was, again, when email were coming into us, it would be sent. It was almost like it's going into, again, a black hole. The customer wouldn't know whether they've received it or where it went. What we want is for our customers to be able to actually track their data. So, I know Ushur don't call it this, and they're going to have a much more snazzy name for it, but I almost call it a pizza tracker for your data. So your data gets submitted into us and you're able to see your data run the whole way through the process. I think that's really important to create kind of that superior customer service that customers are looking for. Ushur have been a partner of ours for the last number of years. We've worked with them on products like, we've helped them to develop, not only work on products like Smart Mail, document transformation, and both of those programs were a huge success for Irish Life. We've rolled it out in our corporate business, and we're starting to roll it out across other areas within our organization. As we did kind of the document transformation piece, that's what made us think of Ushur as a potential solution to how we were going to interact and improve our customer experience. So, it became clear to us that they were an innovative type company. It became clear to us that if we brought problems to Ushur that matched up with their type platform, they'd be more than willing to actually come and work with us to develop something that would meet Irish Life and corporate businesses' needs. The problem that we had with any other solution that we looked at is that they were very, again, static and rigid. The solution had been designed, the solution had been rolled out and was in place, and we were trying to adapt what we wanted to those type solutions. Good solutions, but maybe didn't give the customer experience that we were actually looking for. So the experience again we had with document transformation led us to believe that Ushur were the type of company that we could work with to deliver a solution for our customers. Number of items that we worked with Ushur to make sure that they got right. We wanted a secure platform. That's number one for us. Our data has to be secure. Again, we had been traditionally receiving emails or data from over the email conduit into our organization. Again, that's fine. It's probably not the worst solution in the world, but we wanted to get something that was inherently more secure. So this is a way of transferring it across. It had to be compliant with GDPR. That's a key ask for us, and anything that we do with our data. Since the GDPR regulation came in, it's a really good thing for our customers. I think they can feel safe that, if we're complying with the GDPR regulation, that their data is been well looked after. We're only taking the data that we require, and that we know exactly what it is that we're actually doing with that data. And we've got it for a specific reason, and we only use the data for the reason that we actually have it. Working with Ushur to guarantee that was the case, I think was really, really important. There's lots of use cases within our organization where this could potentially really help drive customer experience. So if we've got multiple corporate customers who want to submit data, there's the potential for us to look at using the Invisible Portal as a solution for that. So a single file transmission would come into us, and we would use a smart technology that sits behind Ushur to split that data and only give the data that's required by corporate business or one of our other companies within Irish Life, to make sure that we're only seeing the data that's relevant to ourselves. The other things that we wanted to be able to do is we wanted to make sure that when we wanted to make changes, when we wanted to update what we were actually doing, that it wasn't going to be a massive IT effort. I think once you go live with these type solution or any type solution, the problems become when you try to get further investment to enhance your product. It becomes expensive, and it takes a lot of time to actually get those enhancements built out. By taking Ushur's no-code, delivery platform, I think that allows us to remove that kind of burden away from our IT department. It's more of a drag and drop type solution. We can actually change the look and feel of the product quite easily. The other part of it is make it customizable, make it so that we can make it look like what Irish Life want and what our customers want and what our customers need. Make it so it's easy for our customers to actually follow. So we know our customers better than anyone else. So how we would design that front end, that's important that Irish Life are able to actually control that. And with this platform, that is the case. Okay, so in terms of the benefits and the outcomes we're going to get from this platform, we already know through document transformation, that we can approximately automate the formatting and the validation of files that are submitted by our group customers. About 80% of them that we can actually do through this technology, which is a phenomenal kind of response. I would have said, when a customer is sending them in without the AI machine learning technology that Ushur apply, about 20% of what we get in from our customers would be what we consider, straight through processing ready, with Ushur's, document transformation platform. We're pretty sure that we're going to get that at the 80% mark. That's what we're seeing with the processes that we've already done. Where we think our customers are going to get that enhanced experience and that benefit is that they'll be able to see that we've received the data and that we've transformed the data and we've validated the data before they get away from the chair. I think that's a big, big shift. So it's one thing sending the document into us via email and we transform it and we get the benefit at the back end. The customer gets the benefit by knowing that when they click submit, if they get that success tick that comes up, they know that we've got their data and they know that we're happy with their data. That's a huge change for our customers. We also then want them to be able to track their data. We want them to be able to see their data from when they send it into us to when we're finished actually using it. We want to see them to be able to see how we get through that process and how their data flows. And once their data flows through a process, we want them to be happy that, that we've done exactly what it is that we've said we were going to